I think it's important to acknowledge that most good things in life come to an end eventually. That's just a stark reality of life in general, and that's also a big part of the reason why life and the things that we enjoy in life are so special. The things we do, the things we enjoy, the memories we make may be temporary and finite, but that's what gives everything value. And this may seem like a somber tone to start the video off with, but I'd like to acknowledge the flip side of that coin. And that is that it is always darkest before dawn. Today, we're going to talk about the end of silver and gold stacking and the interesting thing I believe will happen after that. This is going to be a pretty philosophical topic full of speculation and opinions, but at the end of it all, I hope you guys take something valuable from this. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as we push hard for 4,000 subs. I've covered this topic in a previous video months and months ago, but I kind of wanted to cover it at a more in-depth angle. While I do feel that silver and gold stacking is gaining popularity, I do still feel that eventually it will die out here in Western civilization. The rampant product advertisement and consumerism that has taken over society, I think, might be a bit too strong at this point. And not to mention, the prices of metals have gone much, much higher in the past 5 years. Silver's gained over $10 spot price, and gold has risen about $1,000 in value in the past year and a half. So not only are we being programmed to never purchase things like this, we're also beginning to get priced out. While fractional gold does seem to be the more viable option in regards to gold stacking as prices rise, the reality remains that building up weight in your precious metals stack is only getting more and more difficult. So let's zoom out a little bit on this topic. I think that the mass majority of local coin shops that exist today are some of the last coin shops that will ever exist. Whenever you take a look at the average age of a coin dealer, I don't think that these businesses will be around forever. Now, it is refreshing to see a young coin dealer with lots of energy that is passionate about this way of life and this way of saving wealth. I think the writing is somewhat on the wall, and that is that stacking is getting phased out of society more and more. And as we approach a central bank digital currency, also known as a CBDC, privacy in our finances is dwindling away as well. I think we will see a society one day, at least in the West, that has completely forgot about precious metals stacking. Gold will be something that only central banks purchase, and silver will be something that only large industries stack with the intention of using it in their products. Now, the silver lining in this is that the stackers that have stacked for years and have built up a solid amount of weight will profit nicely from that. I think it's important to acknowledge that several generations may be without stacking entirely. Like I said, all good things eventually come to an end, but on the flip side of that coin, it's always darkest before dawn. And what I mean by that is that I think this is just a mass prediction. I'm painting with a very broad brush right now. I think that silver and gold stacking will die out for several decades before it makes the biggest comeback that it has ever seen in human history. Let me explain. As rampant consumerism continues to run society and expendable income in the average American household gets lower and lower and lower as the years go on due to inflation and higher costs of living and stagnant wages, a person's ability to pick up a nice 5-ounce 2024 Perth Mint Lunar Dragon seems to be more and more far-fetched. World credit systems are failing, and I think that the everyday common person is going to feel the brunt of that, and the top priority will be paying bills, feeding the kids, and keeping the house warm, in wintertime. And as CBDCs are integrated into society, the privacy of buying precious metals that we have all enjoyed before will also disappear. As the world credit system fails, I think common people will be skinning their teeth just to get by each and every month. And this part of the story is the part where it's darkest before dawn. So what happens after all of this? I think that world credit systems will fail, fiat dollars will be obsolete, central bank digital currencies will meet their inevitable demise if they're not engineered in the right way. We have yet to have made a currency that was engineered correctly that could stand the test of time. I do feel that once these systems fail and the rubber really meets the road, the only option for currency is going to be the only true money that we have ever seen. I think silver and gold stacking will make a huge resurgence, and with the amount of recorded data to look back on, we can look at history, we can look at modern history, we'll be able to look back and clearly see that fiat currencies are not the way to go. And despite the fact that new fiat currencies will continue to be created probably forever, I think people may just wake up to the fact as to what real value is. And at that point, I believe that's when silver and gold stacking will make the hugest resurgence in human civilization ever in history. Silver and gold isn't only undeniable as a form of safe value, it is also eternal, and it's of the earth, and we're not going to get any more of it. Now, what do these time frames look like? I don't exactly know. When will the fiat dollar finally crash and become obsolete? I don't know. When will a central bank digital currency finally complete its grip around civilized society? I also don't know the answer to that question, but what I do know is every single currency that has ever been created by man has always failed eventually. But in the past, we did not have access to the information that we have access to now. Whenever new fiat currencies came out, people were likely none the wiser, and they saw the benefits of a fresh, brand new fiat currency as their means to escape the terrible economic situations they found themselves in. But that's going to change in the future. We'll be able to look back at the data. We'll be able to look back at the truth via books, via internet, via YouTube videos that were uploaded decades prior. That's just my opinion of how things will play out. The truth can only be hidden for so long. You can't deny the truth forever because the truth is eternal. There's no changing it. It's ingrained in reality. To continue successfully telling a lie and convincing everyone it is true requires a lot of effort and orchestration, but the truth is undeniable. And I feel that the truth is that silver and gold stacking is real money, it's real value, and it always will be. So yeah, are silver and gold stackers a dying breed in today's modern times? I think yes. Will coin shops all eventually close? Will online dealers finally close their websites? That may be the case as well. But as we move forward into time and fiat currencies continue to fail over and over and over, eventually people will wake up to what the truth really is. Anyways, guys, patience and perseverance is very important to have in regards to your finances and life in general. And it's always good to stay at least a little bit optimistic, no matter how dire things seem to be. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this topic down below. Stay safe out there, everybody. Peace.